Alright, welcome back everyone. New project day, the Romantic Notes wall clock. If the box is any indication, it's going to be another one of those that sort of pushes the boundaries of my setup here. One of those good ones that came with a handle rather than a box. Got a, there's a full-size picture of it, counterweights, and I don't know if that's, oh, it is a pendulum, okay. So evidently this moves and they move. Got mounting instructions, battery for the actual clock part. So I guess the counterweight and everything just does the pendulum. Usually, okay, it's a level 4 out of 5, 231 pieces. Let's see. Did I do? Yeah, I've done both of those, and that's the only one I haven't done. I'd sort of had this one on my radar when a couple of people actually requested this over the few weeks, so I decided it was worth a try to check out. So, without any further ado, let's pop it open and see what we can see. There. And here, and one here. Okay. Then we gotta pull that out. Should that one flop open for us. Now I can't see my monitor. Okay, got our set of materials. Yeah. Instruction manual, 22 pages. Actually, fewer pages in there than that last book nook. And as usual, the actual instruction starts on page 3. That's pretty good. Yeah. Got inventory, and then jumps right into construction. So that's typical ROKR stuff. Got the, I do like how they have the inventory pieces that you're going to need up front on each picture. Just recognized I didn't have Snoopy on, so let's put him on. Get him ready to go. Got our movement, a pleat of some kind, threaded, and a second one of those. Got our hands over here, a little bottle of white glue, nuts, sandpaper, rod, shaft, teeny tiny screwdrivers. You can actually get a flathead teeny tiny screwdriver on this one. That's new. I guess those are, yeah, nails actually. Okay. Don't see a teeny tiny hammer. There's centering pieces, string, two-sided tape, a couple of acrylic tubes, another centering nut for the face. Looks like some clutch mechanism bits in there, and a couple of pieces of wax, and some of the collars. And I think that's everything in the box. So let's take this out of the way. I just dumped everything out. I guess I should actually pull everything out here before I shut it down. Let's get this ready for recycling. Set the tray down too. Okay. Now, and go over to our pieces. So another, just realized I didn't have all my lights on. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Sandpaper, some accordion bits, and a couple of other. There's some gears and cogs and whatnots and who's its. There's some numbers. I colored on one side on that one. Got big chunkers here. This must be the body of the clock. So it's going to push it because I am zoomed all the way out. That's the size of the clock. But okay, got a separation sheet here. Is that for anything? Anything printed on it? Well, I used to keep that together. At least it's not want to stay in. Okay, so they put a piece in between all of them. And then details. Yeah, it looks like a lot of big pieces. There doesn't appear to be. There's a few tiny ones here and there, but this looks like they're mostly just pegs and centering things. So it should be. Let's say, what did it say? 230 pieces. That's not too awful bad. That should be. I figure maybe a 3 or 4 day build. It depends on how it goes once we start jump in. But that's everything. So I'll grab the first few steps and we will get rolling on this thing. Right back with that. Okay, here we go. Step number 1. Jumping right in with the big boys. Let's start with this one. And let's see, you got there are little circles printed on there, so I know which side is which. Go to okay. I'm betting that F2 is going to go in all the slots that fit F2, and F1 is going to go in all the slots that fit F1. So far it's a solid theory. Yep, and F1 is next to it. I was debating whether I wanted to color in the sides on this one or not, but I decided against it. Mostly because the blue I've got is really bright, so I don't think it would blend in good with this sort of mellow toned down blue, washed, stained, not even sure what it is. I say you can still see the grain and everything through it, so let's say the blue I've got would be way too much of a contrast on the edge. And I also saw about black on there, but it's, I just sort of, it seemed like there's a lot of nooks and crannies on this one to color in, so I didn't want to overdo it. Now we take these guys and still with it oriented like so. D6 goes here. Okay, so around and yeah, and lines up straight through our hole there. D5 here. There are, I don't know if it's showing through, got some grooves on these little pieces, not grooves, but teeth. They're serrated or whatever you want to call it. Got the texture on it. It's got to be up here. And it says to make sure we're supposed to be waxing the inside of these things. I'm actually going to do their wax this time. If you watch me, I generally melt my wax and brush it on, but I'll do it appropriately, or whatever you want to call it this time. Actually use the supplied wax. Color it in here. I like using the melted wax. Honestly, even though it gets everywhere, it's actually a little bit neater than this stuff, because we get little flakes going everywhere with it. Yeah, I just wanted to wax the inside line of these guys. sure anything. Since one last time around, I'm assuming we go whatever we're waxing is going to be going in between it, so I'm going to just drag it along all the way around. All right. And then it also says to wax these guys, which I think, see, they've got teeth, so I think that's going to be what snaps in there, but it's saying to give these guys a touch too. And that way, just plop you in here, evidently. Try to wax that chance to. Okay, right. So this ring, let's see where it's at. Okay, so the outside of this ring is also, so I'm going to hit. Go around this. Overdo it. Okay, that's good. Pretty good. All right. And now get my next cup out because I'm just moving on to the next picture, basically. Bolts and whatnot. Now here. That way. Looks like C21s go on first, and these are actually not. Okay, which one's which? So the 21s are the ones with the holes in the end, and 16s are the ones with just the slots. Okay. 21s go on first. They go in. And that, you're not supposed to come out with it. Just so it's going to be rubbing on this. Hit this side too, I think. Now back to business. There. Now, these guys here. Let's see which one. Right. Now, run our nuts up. And the nuts down from the top, screws going from the bottom, and I need to get my tool. You know what, I've got I'm sure I've got this bit on my screwdriver. Yep. So we got juice in here. Yep. Okay. Wasn't planning on using it, but why not? Okay. So, screw up from the bottom, through there. Couple threads on. Move it around with it. Let's see how their teeny tiny screwdriver does on this job. I think it'd be the appropriate size. Crisscross it. So we got okay. Might have to loosen those up a little bit. Maybe not. Seems like it's okay. All right. Oh, that's all for that step. So there. Okay. Yeah, okay. This is how you're supposed to test it. Seems like an awful lot of torque for this little machine to do, but okay. Okay, now next little dab of pieces. Tires and this big guy. C20. Here and there. Supposedly just okay. Flush with the back. Okay. And we got okay. Got a little circle on here. Gives us supposed to go. Circle's supposed to go with our little tongue here. And these guys go in here and here. Okay, so you're going to go in the steps here and there. So this into there, that into there. All the way in. Yep. Okay. Same thing over here. Lined up just right there, that one then. Okay. Okay, so we start. These guys are spacers on the bottom here. And I forgot to give my spiel about who I am and what I do. Too late now. If you made it this far, I think it's pretty obvious what I do. I buy the sets and I build them mostly in real time. Yada yada yada. Make a suggestion. Okay. Lost a touch of veneer on that one. Okay. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we got that much thickness on it. These feel pretty fragile, but it's pretty solid in the middle. But that concludes step one. I'm not sure. I guess one more time, double check the file. Okay, the whole thing moved. Okay. I guess that makes sense. So this must be the stable part, and everything else is moving around it. Interesting. Cool. All right. But that's the end of step one. Is that like 20 minutes? Yeah, gotta keep going on that. So I'll be right back with step two. Okay, here we go. Jumping into step two. And okay, I knocked my bowls over, so I ended up putting one back in the wrong place. There you are. Okay. Now, just making us a little depth gauge on this one. Yeah. All right, and now for the next bucket. So that, all these guys. Let's see. Sort it out here. Probably as small as this one is, bring it in a little tighter. Okay. Okay, we're starting off with our gear, so we'll go. Yeah, then we line up. I'm assuming we're going to line up our holes. Make it double thick. Yep. And this guy comes through the holes with the circles. To the outside, right? Yep. Okay. There we go. There's our circles there. So. Okay, so we got a little gap right there. And it pops through both ends. And we'll take our keys. You go all the way down. There you go. Oh, isn't this going to go in second? This goes in all the way down. And that lines up with her. And now this goes in here to hold it in place. Okay. Yeah, I think I've seen that design before. Yeah, that's right. Alright, so feels pretty solid. Okay. Now, you guys, get your depth gauge out. Pop one of the collars in there. Should make them all the same. I'm not going to use my hand on all of them though, because that hurt. Getting soft in my old age. All right. Now, oops, I was trying to skip a step. Oops, and I need one more collar. Okay, so you through here. Three. A little gap there. Both you. I don't think this one is seated over properly. There we go, maybe. Yep, there it goes. Suddenly. Now, come on top. And down. Good. Should be fairly well balanced. Maybe not. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Set that one aside, set these right here, because we're going to be using them as we go through. I think we're going to do the same basic build several times now. You guys go there, you go here. Now you up. Cool. Where you going? Yeah. And this one, go from this side. More situation. Yep. This way up. Okay, arrows. And I just saw the last step that I skipped on the other one. Do need to wax these. Can't really, as you use it, it will make a groove that you can get down in there to really hit them. Let's see, I'll start that one. So we go to this twice. I should. This is thrilling. Okay, there's the halfway point. That's what I'm talking about, making a mess on here. Okay. And back over here to this one. This is the part where I really like having the melted wax. It starts breaking on me. I haven't even opened the wax that came with this one. This is a leftover stick from before, or another kit. I gotta do these guys. There we go. Well, get some wax out of the way because it didn't get ground into my leather. Okay. And on to the next guy. as much as wax as that ate up, I'm thinking I need to turn the wax melter on. Is that ready, everyone? Because I don't think I'll be able to go through all my kits here. Okay. All right. Whoop. Which way are we going on this one? From the bottom. Fit. 28, right? Yeah. Oh, going from the top. Yep. Read the instructions. Okay, when this goes in from the top, the key goes in from the bottom. That's what got me. This one goes in here, and our key goes in here. Okay. You just want to mess with me. Okay. And shaft goes in from this side. There goes that one. Yeah. Okay, actually open the ones that came with it now. I think I'm there now. I thought this might be all we got done today. I'd say step 2 is going to be the end. All right. I can gather up all this broken wax and throw it in my melter, so that'll be good. Get to use it at least someday. Okay. And, yep, y'all knew this was coming. Although, yep, 2 of them. Why? We're going to double up on this one. So this guy, before we even start, we get it's a double whammy. Okay. Okay, something a little different too. There's no key one, so it's okay. So C8, C10, C8, C10. Okay. So we'll have to on this side with it going that direction. I don't know that it matters, but that's how they got it. C8. C8, C10, and C10. So that's sort of get all tied together in there. C12 times 2. And then we'll make sure we get them lined up. Bring them directly over here. Okay. Double whammy goes on the bottom, and we come up through. It wants to go or not. There it goes. All right. Thrilling part. I'll be honest, it takes a good while for that wax to melt, or I'd already be using it. All right. Okay. Well, with that one. Okay, so get a little bit different piece. Got our clutch mechanism in there now. I'm saying they're not all the same pieces anymore. Okay, so start with this guy. Yep, that side. These guys go in here and here. And we got, sort of see that arrow right there at the bottom. Make sure it's going that direction. Onto these guys. Now this one, let's go in the middle. Okay, new plan. These guys go in there. And these guys go on that. Sandwiched in the middle. This guy goes on the other side. And now, you guys go through there all the way down to the bottom. Into there. And into the plastic. Okay. And of course, got teeth, gotta wax them. Yeah, I'm missing my wax now, my melted wax now. But this is actually probably better because this doesn't have to, the melted wax you gotta let it run a little bit to get rid of the other, all the excess that inevitably goes on. No, not quite. I'll probably break down tomorrow and have to do it. Okay. Okay. So, that over there. And now, actually get something to do something a little different this time. Okay. So Guys, line them up properly. Pick one to be the bottom. Clutch mechanism in here. Probably want to line it up. Circles. And circle up here. All right. Okay. Let's see. I guess maybe I didn't have my specs on, but I'm supposed to pull those instead of these pieces, so I have to remember those for whenever I do need them. Okay. Got this. Now, went up through the side from the bottom. It's actually tight enough where you gotta screw it through. Just want to make sure before I go too far. Okay. Okay, that assembly done. Now, roll depth gauge out. Here on. And we take this guy and all the way down through there. This guy's go on. Okay, make sure they go into the mechanism. That's our one-way switch. All right. Okay. Let's see, we got the effective one-way switch there. Love it. Okay. Okay, they said test to make sure this one spins clockwise, not. Yep, perfect. Okay. That's 2 pages stuck together. Now, starting to work on our pendulum. And this Okay, we are. Okay, yeah, we're gonna put these, mount these into our body, and that will finish us up for tonight. We're not gonna mount them, but we're gonna set them in place. Okay, so start with you. And these guys go in. Outward, just like all the other ones have been so far. We got our little notation right there. That goes facing outwards. Arrows, or whatever you want to call them there. Chevrons. These guys go in on the side with our bevel up. Way in. Flush there. Alright. Depth gauge again. Up from the bottom here. There it goes. I think. Looks like it's gone crooked. I heard a crunch. Looks to be, should be out of its way. What's going on here? Oh, it's not lined up. There it goes. It's trying to go in cattywampus. Okay. So then here. Oh. All right. Okay. Yes, it's supposed to wax all the way around on this thing here. At the front, back too, while I'm at it. Why not? Okay. Now, we're not going to place our pendulum bit, but we're going to place everything else. So, get this guy out. All my trash laying around. Oh. Static electricity getting me. Okay. So. Let's see, which one's which? Okay. Need this one. And this one. And this goes in bottom one here. I think this one goes in first though. They're not connected yet. And this one is more for clutch on it. No, oh, this one. And then, yeah, okay, so those two are gonna mesh. This one goes in with that assembly down over here. We're gonna mesh both of them. Okay. So now everybody should spin a little bit. Of course, not without the stabilizer on. They're going to be wobbly. And actually, looks like that's where we stopped today. Huh. Is it? Yeah, that's all we're doing tonight. Got those and this left to go. Obviously, this is going to have to be a central mechanism. I don't see any. There's the only other hole I see for it, so that's gotta be up there, isn't it? I'm not. Yeah, and that's gonna drive all of them. Yeah. Like I say, they're all wobbly now, so they won't go, but I can see it working. But I guess we're gonna do something else before we do that. Okay. But okay, there we go. Like I say, that's a little bit of progress to get us going. So, like always, folks. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share. Do whatever you want to with all that. Oh, before I do all that, update on the 4,000 subscriber celebration. I got the message today that the project has shipped. So, depending on how long this one takes, we may go right into it, or we may do another one in between. But it is on its way. So the project is going to be a go. And hopefully I won't be at 5,000 subscribers before then, because we're already at 4050, which is it just boggles my mind how fast the channel started growing here lately. Hopefully we can keep it up and build it to something where I can really do some. I've got my eye on some really expensive stuff that I can't quite justify buying at the level the channel's at right now, but I've got my eye on some what I think are some really good, interesting builds. So keep that in mind. But now, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share, do whatever you want to with all of that. Be good to one another, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.